G'day everyone, and Luke here with a great deal from our friends over at Leonard's Ingredients.
For 4 weeks, the Euro box will be available, giving you the chance to try all 5 of their flagship flavours.
What's in the box?
I'll tell you. There's Old English, which has lots of pepper, herbs and onion from the Leonard's award-winning bestseller selection.
Garlic Supreme loaded with garlic complemented with fussy oregano for that eye candy.
Pork and red onion, a seasoning mix that's packed full of red onion, making it not only visually appealing, but also very, very tasty.
Classic Italian flavours of tomato, oregano and garlic with their visual flakes of red pepper for extra eye belt. Ooh la la.
Chorizo style, using smoked paprika, garlic and chili for that classic Spanish taste in a British bang.
Simply contact your local stockist in your area, click on the Euros link or head over to leonards.co.uk and enjoy the taste of the Euros.
Leonard's Ingredients, a family-run company with 4 decades of service and experience. Be quick, this offer ends 17th of July.
Shop local, shop Leonard's.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Butcher's Bible Podcast. I'm your host, Ant.
And I'm Luke.
2 blokes preaching the good word of the meat industry.
1 episode at a time.
Nice. We have a very special guest with us today, ladies and gentlemen. We have the one, the only, Ben Roberts. Give it up for him.
You're very good. How's it going?
Yeah, no, all good. Thank you very much. Yeah, all good.
Nice. Good. How's your week been?
Busy. Busy in the shop, busy out of it. Just starting to lift my head up a little bit and think forward in terms of what I'm doing with the shop, not just running out all the time.
Yeah. Well, if you want to take this time to plug and promote everything, Ben Roberts.
I am Ben Roberts. I just set up my own shop in January, Astley and Strattons Butchers in Funtimes, just outside Chester, North England. 2022, I went out to the World Butcher Challenge with Craft Butchery Team Wales and came in 3rd in the Butchery Apprentice competition.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much me.
That's amazing. So the shop, is that been going strength to strength, or are you kind of keeping it on an even sort of like growth you're trying to?
So I took over, I bought a pre-existing butcher shop, so I had it. I knew I'd have a good customer base to start with.
Good, yeah.
That's
the secret, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know whether that's the secret. But going in with completely blank canvas,
right?
Your own stamp from the beginning. It's going well. To be fair, it's going better than I was expecting, which is a nice place to be.
Yeah, very good.
He was there. He'd owned it for 30 years. He started winding down, and the shop was year on year doing less. So when you're trying to sort of bunny hop it back up on itself, you've got great plans in your head, but it doesn't mean they're going to work.
Yeah.
So that was going well. Just starting to do a bit of a refit, plan to do a refit to improve it all, make the workflows a bit smoother.
Did you feel the development or you taking it over had to be quite softly to keep the customers there?
Yeah, there had to be a bit of there's like a transitional blend going on between where I want to get it to and where it's having to come from, so that you don't scatter off those that hardcore that have been going for 30 years and buying every week.
Yeah.
Whilst also enticing new people in. That's the challenge. It's just balancing it out so that you're getting everything you want
Yeah,
whilst making it yours.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a very fine line.
Yeah, it's interesting. You see like other people setting up and going from completely empty shop and putting their own stamp on it from the beginning, and you think, well, maybe that's how you should have done it. But the cost to it, to what you could guarantee coming into this, was just too good an opportunity not to.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you go from like a blank canvas like we have, and then you go, yeah, you initially have your own stamp, you have your own style, you have like whatever, and you can build up that customer base like doing it that way. But it is harder work. It's just remaining consistent and trying to keep those challenges like evolving and keep it going and rolling on. But I think it's nicer to start from a used shop and then gradually doing that blend, like you said, because people will appreciate, oh, that was, been painted, or they'll notice all those, those little bits and pieces after time and go, it looks nicer than it was before. And you put your stamp and gradually changed it completely. You can't just go in guns blazing like, all right, we're going to paint this, we're going to do that and whatever. Like, you don't want to scare everyone off, because the English are like a deer, aren't they? With see headlights, they run away.
Yeah, we did go in a little bit hard to start with. That there was a layout, it just didn't work. So we took over on the Monday. We didn't open till the Wednesday, but I think we only did about 6 hours sleep the Monday and Tuesday nights.
Wow.
And everything prepped, literally stripped the whole shop and started again with it. Just open it up and make more space.
Amazing. Row graft. Yeah.
So what
Can you... There you go, man. You guys, I've asked all the questions. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So what kind of style are you going for in terms if you got like wood, if you got tiles, like what have you got like that is making the change?
So it is a real traditional butcher's shop at the moment. It's got tiled walls.
Yeah.
It's got tiled flooring throughout. I think he put the counters in sort of 10, 15 years ago. So it's the real curved glass, old shapes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But first thing I'm doing, I'm just taking out all the worktops, all the old block that's there, because that's about as high as my knees.
Oh, wow.
It's not doing the back any good at all.
No. Get some stilts or chop your legs.
Yeah, they're getting in, putting in a new sink system as well, because where it is, it doesn't work to make it a smooth flow for the shop. So getting some nice stainless steel units custom made to fit in.
Cool.
That's really cool. Your first thing in order is to get the plumbing done, because when's the last time those were cleaned or whatever as well? You don't want to get blocked up on a busy Saturday.
Definitely not. Plumber's coming tomorrow to check everything out, make sure it's all running smooth.
Oh yeah, we've had some horror stories from ourselves, and had a brilliant one. The one where he was literally ending up lying down in a puddle of his own tears.
Oh man, it's giving me PTSD. We've gone back in time now.
How's your staffing? Is it just you, or is it you got yourself and a couple of other people? Or?
So it's basically me, and I'm really lucky at the moment. Just while I get the business sort of settled and established, I've got a good family support. So my parents come in as and when I need or when they're available.
Amazing.
My granddad, who's the Stratton to the Astley and Strattons, he'll come in and do the dishes on a Saturday.
Oh,
brilliant. Legend.
Brilliant. Legend. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's proper legends.
Yeah. So you need that, don't you? You really do. When it's you on your own, even you're going to have 2.5 hours of cleaning up sometimes. And at the end of a busy week, that's the last thing you want.
No. It's an intense graft.
Yeah.
I've had to wind back the number of hours slightly just to actually function outside of the shop.
Oh, yeah. It's all about that work-life balance, isn't it now? You're in it.
Yeah.
There's got to be.
Sort of went hard to start with, and then you sort of start third month, fourth month, you just start to lift your head up a bit and go, hang on a minute. It's not sustainable to just keep plugging away constantly. You do, as you say, you've got to have a work-life balance. Otherwise, you're going to burn out.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, been there. Very recently. So
Very recently for you,
yeah. What's your demographic like?
I'm lucky. I'm very, very lucky. It was an opportunity in a very good area.
Yeah.
There's an affluent customer base
Nice.
who are foodie as well.
Good.
So it's a good combination of an area that you can start plugging away the right stuff. You'll get good footfall going through.
Yeah.
Is it high street or is it like, what is it?
So it's on a high street. It's quite a long high street, to be honest, and there's multiple shops dotted about. So next door to me is a news agent's. That got taken over in September last year. So it's quite a young couple gone into there, so it's energetic and wanting to do more. And then there's a couple of pubs and post office and things. So there's quite a few attractions into the village for people.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's good. It's good to have that. And you're building an organic sort of high street from what was once a bit tired, maybe.
Yeah, well, I think in the last 3 years, I'm the third business to be taken over on the high street, all of which have been sort of younger people coming in to make a change.
Independent businesses as well.
Independent business coming in, yeah, which is good.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Amazing. So, I've seen you like a good value-added products.
Yeah.
What's your latest thing that you're trying to develop and push to your new customers?
It's knowing not to go too hard at it. So I started off, the first value-added thing I put in there was something that my wife told me I had to do. That was to avoid the breakfast bomb.
Okay.
It's a full English breakfast, defined down to a single item.
Yeah.
So you've got sausage meat cut, wrapped with streaky bacon, baked beans in the centre, slice of the fruit cake black pudding, and then a cherry tomato on top.
Lord,
sounds good. Shout out to the fruit pig. Oh man,
yeah,
I love that way. And just roast in the oven.
Just 25 minutes in the oven. Fried it.
Very
nice, clean, tidy breakfast on someone.
Oh man, that's all killer.
Do you think people will be scared if you do try and do like too much too fast?
That was it's the most complicated thing he did was a beef and black bean stir fry.
Right.
Okay.
Previously, so taking it from that into full value added range that you can do, the creative side to it probably would have blown a lot of people's heads.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Stir fry sucks.
Yeah.
It's a sort of thing to sort of introduce these things, and you teach people that it's quick, easy cooking.
Yeah.
That's sort of where you're trying to spin the value added, or that's what I'm trying to do anyway. Is because a lot of people now, energy prices, they're going, do I have to put the oven on for it? Or if I do, how little time do I have the oven on for?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah.
Convenience.
Yeah, very much.
King at the moment, isn't it?
It is king, definitely.
Flip side now, we're getting into hopefully some nice weather. They're all starting to crack open the smokers and wanting the brisket flats and the Boston butts. So that's quite nice as well, that they've got the knowledge of these cuts already.
Yeah. Very cool.
But yeah, that affluent area is going to be asking for those bigger cuts to smoke and, show off at those parties that they're going to be bringing, which is absolutely great, which means more work for you to break down.
Oh, yeah.
So you always pull the whole family in, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have some experience at some point.
Is it? And then you're like, do you want a job? And that's how it starts, surely. That's how we all ended up in this trade.
Yeah.
I'll just help out.
Pretty much.
Grandfather's already taken the Saturday dish pig job.
Yeah, Mum and Dad have had a go on the counters now, and they're quite a good counter savvy assistants. And then brother ours in the past, he's made sausage, he's made burgers. I've taught him how to string, taught him how to break down some beef. So.
Yeah.
Oh, all of that, and like, you're not paying him. Amazing.
Free labour.
Yeah, we need 10 more of them. It would be great.
And so,
That's the dream.
So in terms of the shop, what ethos are you doing?
so it's very much full carcass as much as I can. Locally sourced, high welfare animals. I'm just in the process of starting to go down there, getting Pasture for Life certification,
Cool.
so that I can start working with some real high welfare, quality farmers in the area that are actually coming to me asking, can I work with you? Which is quite nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's brilliant. It's picking up traction, PFL.
Yeah,
Yep.
massively. There's a few customers now which are hearing about PFL and saying, and then coming in, is it something you can do? So
Yeah, amazing. You'll become an advocate. You'll be another Simon Maynard. He's all over it, isn't he?
yeah, he's loving it. Fair play to him. He's doing a very good job at it as well to
Yeah,
promote it.
that's great. How's your sausage sales?
Here we go. You've gone in deep order now.
Oh, we are, aren't we? No, they're going all right. It was one of the first things I had to do was buy a sausage filler.
Oh,
I took over a butcher shop and I had to buy a sausage filler. So that says the level we were going in at.
Yeah,
They're going all right. Completely gluten free.
good.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Packet mix just because I haven't got the time to be working out recipes and things from scratch.
Yeah.
Gone down to Dalesman's using their gluten-free range. Which proved really good, really popular, really easy to use as well.
Yeah, nice.
And then I just use a base traditional gluten-free sausage mix and then add to it the different ingredients. So you get some nice fresh leek to make a pork and leek rather than a dried leek product.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make a difference. Just getting the premium.
Also, there's that texture as well. It's always when you add in something like that and then people cut into it and they're like, oh, there's actual leeks in here, and then they'll try it and they're like, oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. One was proving really popular was a honey and mustard.
Nice.
Using local honeys and then a proper whole grain mustard. So you just put that straight in at the end, so you get the mustard seeds coming through the blend.
Yeah.
Really good.
What have you got on like your list of like summer sausages? Like, what's a wild and wacky one that you've thought of? Knowing you, it's gonna be crazy.
I haven't started. That's sort of what I need to cut into now. Is what flavors tandoori chicken.
Cool.
Knocked out brie and cranberry, pork with brie and cranberry.
Nice. That's cool.
Just something a bit different, but not too mad. But then there is, I don't know, there's something urging me to go for a proper full out wacky Johnny Farrell style stir frying a sausage thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's strawberry one. I'm still waiting for it in the post.
I'm going to have to make a road trip, I think, when he pops that strawberry one out to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're still waiting for our packages.
Yeah, come on, James. If you're listening, mate, come on.
James is listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about something with candy in it, like gummy bears or something?
Well, I did see that you'd had a special delivery then.
Yeah.
Did you actually make them?
Not yet. They're in a little chest with a padlock on the front, and it's put aside for when Ant and I can get together in a shop or wherever we can make them, and make a hilarious video of us making sausages together.
With gummy bears, it's got to be done with a video.
Yeah, but yeah.
Would I take the gummy bears out? Would we take them out and put them in at the end after the second mix, so they're whole, or chunky plate, so they're big chunky bits of gummy bear?
I say dice them.
Like,
I'd say dice them. Yeah.
chunky plate or dice it.
Yeah.
A whole gummy bear would be too much.
Yeah, but just fucking burn your mouth bits, isn't it? 180-degree gummy bear in your mouth. Jesus.
Instead of wax, it's just like leaving it on your lips.
Yeah. You're like, you okay? You're bleeding. Like, it's the gummy. It's the gummy bears.
Okay, this is delicious.
Oh man. Yeah. So what's so you say that you're in a fine line of trying to go crazy but not too crazy. How is your beef breakdown? Are you doing any of the newer cuts, or is it all very traditional?
I've thrown out some flat irons. They've gone down really well. Done a few Denvers. Earlier on in the year, some King Arthur roasts.
Yeah.
They went down well, sort of getting them into people's mindsets. It helps you with the carcass utilisation as well, getting the best value then.
Yeah.
And like one of the farmers that came to me, the TFL farmers, he's doing some British Wagyu.
Nice.
Cool.
So I know that's going to come at a premium. So if I can start to add value to the cuts and get people sort of trained to the cuts, ready for when it comes in, then it'll be at my advantage.
Planting that seed early, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you got any restaurants on your side, or are you going to branch out and go, this is the quality, this is what I can offer?
I don't. Maybe in time once I've got some staff.
Yeah.
To be able to manage it, because my thing is, no matter luck, it'll boom on me and they'll want 60 steaks done by 10 o'clock in the morning, as well as setting the shop up and everything. It's just a case of taking it a bit slower on that side and see. There's a couple come and inquired, so I think in time a word will get out that the quality's there.
Yeah.
This restaurant game is it's a bit difficult as well, because they'll message you at 2 a.m. and then you're up at 5 and you're at the door by 6 and ready to go to work, and you're like, holy fuck, how am I going to do these 60 steaks as well as set up the shop and everything? But it comes with the territory though.
It does, yeah. Yeah, it's something that I've not had a great deal of experience with where I worked before. He very much wanted to steer away from it. In the past, he'd been stung with bad debtors.
Yeah.
And he just went, no, we're just not going there. Too much money sat out there before you start seeing anything returning. And then if they do bump, then you've lost a lot.
Yeah, very true.
It depends if they're a bigger chain as well. So like let's say one of the companies that have chains that are pretty reasonable and their ethos is great, like you can kind of rely on them, but then also that one is. But then if you go the more independent, do you take a gamble, or do you just say no? It's just like, do you lose out in helping someone as well as pushing your quality on? It's like, it's such a catch-22 on that, and I found doing that as well myself. It's just like, shit, do I give this product over, which is going to cost hundreds of thousands, and it accumulates? It's that gamble, that business decision that needs to be made as well.
Yeah. I think as well, it's having the confidence that you've got the money. So like, obviously, very much a young business. It's just the pot is slowly growing, but it's a slow growth. You don't want to be more money sat out there than you've got in the bank if you was to go bump.
Yeah.
Or you just end up just taking all their equipment anyway if they go bump, and just like, I'll be taking up this grilled up. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You don't need this pie warmer, do you, anymore? You're out of business.
Yeah. I'll take this sausage filler, thank you. That's how you got it.
Are you doing any baked goods?
No. It is still, because it's on the early days, but it's proper traditional. But there's no oven.
Oh wow!
So it's everything that's ready to eat is brought in. They're working with the local bakery. He would provide me with pies, cakes, breads, which are going really, like, that's going well. And it's a fine balance then between, do I want that extra work of making it myself to, well, it's going to be that much better again in quality.
Yeah.
It does take a lot of time though. That's the thing. Yeah. So sausage rolls can just take up a whole day.
Well, don't even go there. And the ovens, we used to make our own pies, sausage rolls and everything. We shipped in 600 sausage rolls a week.
Oh, yeah. That's serious.
Oh, really? So what about pork pies?
What were we on at one point? 200 pork pies a week.
And they're handmade as well, with the jelly and everything. Holy.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was a serious amount of work.
That's some serious gear, mate.
Yeah, he bought, what we ended up with, he had a 50-pound filler and a Colby mixer grinder to be able to put the sausage mixes through just to make sausage rolls. So it became like a one-man job.
Yeah. Impressive. That's so impressive.
That's impressive, yeah.
It's depressive when you're the man doing it.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
And you're doing like 2,000 sausage rolls a day.
It's just soul destroying.
Yeah.
I just reek of pastry and I'm so sticky from the egg wash.
Yeah.
And just stood in one pot, just doing the same thing over and over while the shop's ticking away.
Yeah. It makes it. It's character building. We all know those types of jobs really test your mettle and make you who you are. And when you don't have to do it anymore, you go, "Oh, I remember doing that."
Yeah.
Good luck.
And then you're going, "Do I want to do it again?"
Yeah. Do you? That's it. All right, then just buy stuff in and make it easy for yourself.
Yeah, I think eventually I'll get to. I will make it again. The shop will just need quite a lot of work to be ready for it.
Can you facilitate it?
What's that?
Have you got the facilities to put that in then? Like if you do
there's the space in the shop to be able to create a cut meat area, so I can have complete separation between the raw and the cooked. So,
yeah, see, that's what you want. Now you can expand a bit more and look forward to the future endeavors on those bits. But then you also be cursing us out at the same time, going, fucking making 600 sausage rolls again.
Yeah. No. I'll ask somebody else to do that.
Granddad.
Yeah, your granddad.
Granddad will be doing it.
Yeah. You know you love the sausage rolls, right?
Look, you can have as many as you want. You can eat these to your heart content, but you're going to have to make about 600.
Yeah. Go on. That'll be good. I'm really happy that it's ticking along because you hear so many stories of places closing down left, right, and centre. But if you find a good location, which is key, I think you're golden, aren't you?
Yeah. Keep a great location and then put it in good product.
Yeah.
And that's that. But I say good product. I think it's knowing the market of where you are as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've fallen lucky, being quite lucky, selective almost, in having quite an affluent area and picking it. That I can put in higher quality product at a higher premium and know it'll sell. Whereas I know other people have picked locations that are more town centre based, but the demographic is much poorer, so they're having to do sort of the low percentage, high volume turnover to entice customers because they know otherwise they just won't have the trade.
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the reality of it as well, which is also makes it quite exciting because let's say you're setting up a shop from scratch, you don't really know what it's going to be like.
Yeah, I had that for like 18 months, mate, when I had my shop. As like people coming in asking for like random things or just like things I just didn't have because they were like either outdated or I couldn't get my hands on because, it was just because I was using head's tail as well. And it wasn't until like I hit 18 months and I was just like, right, there's a bit of a groove. I can kind of tell what sells. But then also 1 week lambs wouldn't sell and I've got 6 of the fuckers in the fridge. But then that week all pork would sell. And then you're like, all right, I'll order more pork. And then no pork sells and you're stuck with fucking all the pork.
Yeah.
And all the lamb goes out the door and you're like, fuck this.
Yours was a florist before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You say, yeah.
So, where the main butchery was, there was just rows and rows of cards. And then I was like, right, you just make all this all butchery counter with the deli and everything as well. And and then 8 meter by 10 meter fridge. It was good. It was probably the greatest thing I've ever done. And I'm proud of myself.
I'm sure you do it again. You just got to buy one that has a good sort of circle of customers already.
Well, Ben offered me a job, man. I'm going up there.
Yeah, super wasn't it?
I'm not doing sausage rolls.
Why not?
Oh, no.
You could rainbow paint them with gummy bears inside.
Go on then. You convinced me.
Skittles.
Yeah,
This is a good one.
sprinkling Skittle dust all over the place.
Yeah.
So Ben, since opening the shop, have you come over some hurdles or all?
Yeah, there's been a few. One thing I'd say is if you're looking at taking over a shop, maybe don't work right up until the Saturday before you take over on the Monday. Try to spend a bit of time in there. I've done like a few reconnaissance visits, popped in, had a chat, had a look, and got a feel of the place. But when we actually went in there, took over, sort of, like pretty much, shoved him out the door, locked it, and went, right, let's start. Started moving things, and there was a lot more structural work than we had expected in there, let's put it that way.
No.
Yeah. We moved a fridge, so he'd got a big upright fridge for his cooked meat separations. Right, but it wasn't in the right place for me. I should have left it there.
Oh,
Because when we pulled it out of the way, there was a giant hole in the wall.
Like one you can stick your head in?
Like one that literally tapped against the side of the fridge, the other side of it, that for whatever reason he'd never bothered to fill up. Front of it, so no one to say.
there's a draft coming from here.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's a fridge.
And then, on the day that we left, he said, "Oh, here's a list of stuff that I knew I needed to remind you about." When we get out the door, and he went, "You see this mop bucket? But yeah, did you have to empty that every 3 or 4 days when you wash your hands? Because the hand wash basin goes straight into a bucket rather than into a drain."
It's good stuff. Yeah, the stinky water.
I was like, right, phone out, text the plumber.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to come and sort something. And after the first day of being in there, I was like, I've emptied this bucket 3 times. What were you doing? Were you just not washing your hands or what?
What?
Man.
Every 4 days.
Yeah, every 4 days turned into every about 3 hours.
Yeah. Holy.
Yeah. So that I would say is a downside to they were taking over a shop. You get, so the EHO had actually been out November last year. So relatively recent visit. This stuff had been there way before that. And he spent years learning how to hide stuff.
Right.
Yeah. In the fridge, he got some breeze blocks to hold up wooden shelves. That was the other one that really...
Wooden shelves.
Wooden shelves with
Oh.
breeze blocks holding them up.
Oh, I know.
And he managed to get a 4 on the door, and I was going, I don't know how.
He painted the wood and the breeze blocks and wrote metal on it.
But it's something to make them look like they were not what they actually were.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Like, if an EHO comes into you, the grinds that they give you to make you work for that 5, and there's places that can almost. He must have sailed through that. I doubt he was really like going, "Oh, that's fine." Or do you reckon he was proper bending? Well, I'm not sailed through it, but he was really bending the rules to try and like, standing in the way of something. You know, you've done like
so. The bucket was behind a door, so I thought you'd have like I'll just lean on this door so you can't move it while we study talking, and then move on.
But the waste pipe goes somewhere.
Straight into this bucket.
Yeah, that's it. Oh man.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I love it.
Cowboys.
Cowboy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear, the hole. I can't believe that. It was like, I just put a fridge there. It's like wallpapering a hole on the wall of a house when you're going to sell it.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, it was. It was entertaining at least.
It's just
Because you find all these things whilst knowing that, like, 48 hours time, you've got to be open. And you've got literally a fridge that is empty.
Yeah.
The body of beef, 3 lambs, a pig, sausage to make, stuff like out to fill, and it was fun.
No wonder you only got 6 hours of sleep. What was the state of the walk-in fridge like?
It wasn't bad, actually, apart from the breeze blocks, apart from the wooden shelves.
Yeah, fine.
It's a tidy unit. Like, it's old, but gold. Like, it works. It's clean. It's tidy. It'll do the job perfect.
Very nice.
Got 4 hanging rails in there, so you can get. Well, if I got 3 hindquarters at the moment, maybe, and space to move around comfortably.
Nice.
That's really good. You got to have that room to break it in the room, and then take her out into the block if you do that.
Yeah.
It's good. Mm.
Awesome. Now, I want to talk about WBC.
Yeah.
You went all the way to Sacramento, did you not?
I did indeed. Yeah.
You came third overall in the apprentices.
Yeah.
Amazing achievement. Tell us, in your experience, how was that on the build up to it and when you were there during?
And it was surreal. Because when you're running a normal life, working a normal life, and fitting training and everything, the sheer processing around it on top, you just go with like this almost autopilot of just file it away, and just do things. We started off quite slowly in terms of our training, because it was meant to be 2020. So we started preparing 2019. That's where I started to meet the Welsh team. And it was only basically because I was cheeky enough to say, can I come and sit in one of your meetings, that I ended up in America.
Wow.
I wasn't in the original squad.
Yeah.
They picked the Welsh team based on competition experience, so that they'd got a good foot in the new sort of what the competition environment was like, so that they could give a good performance.
Yeah.
And I got wind through Ambrian Training, who were one of the main sponsors. I was doing an MVQ with them.
Yeah.
That this team had been formed. Competition butchery, something that had always been that back of the mind, sort of, I want to have a go. Don't know how to get into it. I don't think I've got the time to. So I was like, well, can I just come down, sit in a meeting, and just sort of experience it, just be around what you're doing. And it just sort of developed that I kept turning up to these meetings, whether they want me to or not, I'm not certain.
Yeah.
And still in the WhatsApp group chat.
Just slide into the distance. And they basically, team management went, look, you're showing quite a lot of commitment here, turning it up. We want you to become part of the squad, but you've got to do some competition to get the experience before you get to America.
Yeah.
Then COVID hit and everything sort of went completely off its steps.
Yeah.
In terms of no one could do anything but work. If you were in this trade, you were just grafting silly hours every day.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
But that probably did me good. Because it made
that was your competition pedigree.
Well, you've got to be quick. You've got to be really sharp at it. But it gave me time to almost mentally process it, what was needed a bit better. Now that I'd got a bit of knowledge, I could sort of process it and understand what I needed to do to be better.
Yeah.
So 2021, I entered the World Skills Butchery competition.
Nice.
Which was weird because the heats were done by Zoom.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I forgot about that.
You had to set up a space in your shop.
Yeah.
With 2 cameras set up. One is like a frontal view, like we are now, and one is like a side-on view you block, so that they could see that there was nobody around you to interfere. You were given a brief. You'd have your computer set up, and basically they say, right, you've got to do section 1 of your task. Time starts now. And every now and again, as you're working away, this face would just pop up on your screen as they're just there watching.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't say anything to you. It'd just be his face and then it'd disappear again.
Funny, isn't it? And what year was this?
Early 21. Yeah,
That's right.
2021. I want to say it was early on in the year, because we weren't quite at a point where you could meet up as a big group and things.
That was at Eat Out to Dine Out, or Dine Out to Help Out, or whatever it was. We were in that because we were locked down.
We were in that stage where
we were in lockdown over Christmas, 3 days or 5 days before we went into lockdown again, and then we went into that time, and that's when that Eat, Dine Out or Help Out, and we could meet like 2 or 3 friends in a fucking park or some shit. It was around that time, wasn't it?
I literally can't remember anything of those years. All of those 3 years, or however long it was, I've just molded into about 6 months in my headspace. It's the weirdest thing.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you. Suppress it like the rest of us are trying to.
Right, that's literally what I do. As well. I tell my therapist, I was like, I'm just going to suppress it, and they go, "That's not a good idea."
That's not healthy.
Yeah.
So why not start a podcast and talk about it?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Sorry, Ben. Yes.
Yeah, it was similar to that lamb that Lawsy did and what Tyndale did on a Facebook group, wasn't it? Where they were like the competition to do a lamb with the most VAP.
Yeah,
it's funny, isn't it? Doing that in your shop, real standoffish.
Weird way of doing it. And Tyndale was actually, so they did us as twos, and Ben was the other competitor.
Yeah,
so we were at the same time in our semis. Yeah. So as soon as we finished, we was like, onto your phone. How was that, mate? Blah, blah, just chatting away about it.
Cool.
Then we both got through to the finals, which were at Renegade College in November. So you were able to meet up and compete actually in a physical environment for the first time, which that's an interesting experience, because there was six of us, 6 others, so 7 of us all together in a room, all with the same task, same time, and you've got your plan, and they've obviously all got their plans, and at the end of your set time limit, you step away from your block, and then you look around the room and see where your pressure is, who you think's done well, compared to you, where you've not done well, and it's a really surreal experience. So you try and get your head around, because you're competing against them, but you're against yourself on what you can achieve.
Yeah, sure. I've seen that.
So yeah, that was good. That was so that gave me a good insight into quite how much work is needed.
Yeah,
when you're competing as an individual, you've got to do a lot of graft.
Yeah, because the apprentices is individual, isn't it? On your own.
Yeah. There's no one else to help you.
Yeah, there's some pressure. It's cool.
The team would help. Right? They float ideas, give me suggestions of what I could do to improve and things. Like, they were really good support. But at the end of the day, you are there on your own in the end.
Yeah.
So got to America, and the apprentice was the first competition. It was a Friday morning competition.
Yeah.
So we got allowed access to the arena the Thursday to see it for the first time. And when you walk into like a 15,000 seat basketball stadium,
wow,
and you realise that you're on the floor of it, that's a big thing. That's a big moment where you're like, oh wow.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Can't imagine that. So good. Especially flying over there to be representing your country and your trade. Yeah. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's a really cool feeling to be doing. And then when you get to meet up with all the other butchers as well.
Yeah.
From across the world, like.
Oh, that was an absolute crack. Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah. The competition, though, like, time just doesn't hang about.
Yeah.
This is not hang about. No matter how much you train, time will go faster.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's wild, yeah. It's
how did you feel once? Because we've spoken to Ben, we've spoken to Simon, and they said, same as you, the time goes almost instantaneous. Yeah. It's just you're in such a whirlwind and you're lost in what you're doing. And afterwards, is it a sort of like a euphoric feeling of holy shit, I just did that, or is it I could have done better, or is it a bit of both?
Oh, complete hands up. I was absolutely gutted.
Really?
Why? Absolutely gutted. I didn't even hate.
No?
No. I didn't get every product out that I wanted to get out.
Right. Yeah. But it's a real sort of drive to try and get, you're perfecting everything, no?
Yeah. 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 You're literally trying to push that every single product is perfect, and that clock just disappears. And then they start counting you down. And you're like, you've got 10 minutes, and you're looking at your block, and you're like, just go faster.
Right.
Just go faster. You got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I even faster there. And you're like, I don't think I can go any faster there. So like, you've got 2 minutes left, and you just there go, I'm still cutting the chicken.
Yeah.
And because you like literally, my head went, I was like, just completely zoomed. I've got to do this. I've got to get them into this display. The team were up on a stand screaming, just put an elastic band around it and just put a whole chicken. Just put it out that hole. You're done.
Season the bitch up, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Just a bit of salt, pepper over it, you're done. So, yeah, at the time, and they said, right, nice, now stop. And they came round then and interviewed you.
Cool.
So they came, every competitor, they had like a quick chat. How did you find it? Went, how did you? And it was like, I was there, and my wife, because it was all on live stream, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So she'd sat up and she'd watched it. She said, literally, the camera came round onto me, and she was like, oh, God.
No.
He is pissed.
No.
Right.
She said, I could literally see it written across your face. And she said, the next minute, he goes, thrust the mic in your abs. And she's like, how did you find it, Ben? And you go, oh, it was really good. She goes, you know, she blasted this smile on when, oh, that was amazing. I was like, how'd you die?
Can you imagine if you were just like, that was fucking shit? So good. Cool.
Yeah.
That's one for the Instagram.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So to be honest, I went, you do, you have to, you only get one chance, one opportunity. You have to go to see what everyone else has done.
Yeah.
And that's probably the worst things you can do at the same time, because you then go, well, that's better than mine. Well, that was better than mine. That's better than mine. And you sort of start doubting yourself.
Yeah.
But the team were super supportive. Like, they were just bigging me up that I'd done so well.
Yeah.
To be fair, well, I just kept saying, I think you won it.
Yeah.
It's all about the finished products, is it?
Yeah.
It's absolutely everything. So you probably, you know,
Every
even
little
say
detail.
you didn't finish it, everything else could have been absolutely spot on.
Yeah. But the weird feeling is you don't know until the awards night. If you're in the top three. If you're not in the top three, you don't even know where you finish.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's literally the top three that get announced.
Savage.
Yeah.
It is. Wow. And you got third.
You got
Yeah.
that, man, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. That was an awkward dinner. So they gave us this big gala dinner,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a beautiful setting in the city hall, and a 3-course meal. And the main course was roast beef with gravy.
Yeah.
And I don't know, some part of me was like, what if I've done better than I think I have? I was like, I can't eat gravy with a white shirt on, because I'll get a mess of it. There's guaranteed to be a dribble, and then my name will get close. I refused to eat.
Oh, really?
I refused to eat because I thought I'll be the one with like a gravy stain all down his top with both there. Like,
You prefer to not eat at all than eat this dry off roast beef.
Oh,
I just said to him, I believe I played that until they've done the awards.
Didn't you just think of a napkin or something, or take someone else's napkin and just double layer?
I was so wouldn't have been safe.
Yeah.
Why does not colours for it?
It's so good. I can imagine them being like, they're like, oh, look at Ben, and you're there with like the tablecloth tucked into your shirt.
I literally ripped the whole tablecloth off as I suddenly spun around to get up.
So good.
Just going back to the products and what you displayed and everything. What products didn't you get out? If you can describe them to us at all.
So it was basically the chicken protein that just went wrong. I'd got just about everyone out. It was just about 10 minutes too long getting everything right to get the chicken done. So chicken pizzas, so just the breast butterfied out with a passata and then mozzarella and fresh chips over it. So little like chicken lollipops, chicken that I'd almost gone quite safe, quite quick, quite easy, thinking you can just knock them out. In fact, I did.
You sit there just dealing with that wingtip though. You're like, come on, give me the second joint.
Yeah. You know, like you get to play around quite a lot. So like I did, so in Wales we make a barabreath, which is a fruit cake with tea in it.
Cool.
Cool. So I made that recipe, but with lamb.
Oh,
that's cool.
That's naughty.
So it was like a lamb meatloaf, but with fruit and cinnamon and tea.
Wow.
So to be able to like something like that on a world stage is pretty cool.
Yeah. No,
it's something that's extremely local to you. That's brilliant.
That's brilliant. That's really cool. What products on your table stood out for you, like that you were really happy with?
Oh, there's some nice. Honest, I can't even really remember what I did. It's like that much of a blur when you do it. I know I did some really nice lamb cuts, like lamb noisettes with whole grain mustard and mint jelly. Just when I held onto the top of them, so it just presented out really nice.
Yeah,
Right.
that was good.
Toad books.
Hell yeah.
And
That's like
nice, just a nice, real, refined traditional cut that works and looks so visually nice.
yeah.
But yeah, over there, the meat wasn't what you thought it was going to be either. Like the pork had just got so much extra fat to what they said.
Right.
That American pork, isn't it? So it's just 6 times bigger than the regular pork that we're used to.
Yeah, so like they give you a product spec of what you should expect when you're going to go out there. I think we were given like 25 mil of fat layer was our guidance, which is nice, but I've got really good suppliers who literally could nail that as a pig. Every time we want to train, they could get us that. So we go out there and it's more like 60 mil.
That's competition standard by definition, isn't it?
And it was like,
Jesus.
it doesn't even fit on the board anymore.
My God.
60 mil. Holy.
Outrageous.
What are you going to do with all that fat as well? Are you just going to just mince it all up and just I don't know, what do you do with it? Just start shoving it into lamb noisettes and wrapping stuff up with it. It's a lot of fat.
There was a lot of fat, like that was like sort of what blew you out of it as well. That sort of made you pause and go, wow, what I did. And then he like trying to scramble and trying to come up with something to get it used without wasting it, because you don't want to waste. Waste means you lose points.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. That's a good challenge. That's a really good obstacle to try and tackle.
Yeah. I mean, it's not your only accolade, is it, that you've got recently? The WBC.
I had a good 2022.
You did.
Very good 22. I suddenly got told that I should put myself forward to try and do awards. Actually, I was doing all right, so I got Wales Food and Drink Awards Apprentice of the Year. Yeah, that was their inaugural awards, which is quite special.
Yeah,
First, and then this year, just gone, another butcher won it, so that's quite nice to see.
Yeah.
And then I was like the Cambrian Trading's Apprentice of the Year for that year as well.
Yeah.
Oh, outstanding.
It was a good year.
How do you
It's brilliant.
how do you apply for those, or did they just come to you? Or
So I got nominated for the Cambrian Award. The Welsh Food and Drink one, you had to put yourself forward. And sort of say, put your hand up and go, I think I'm good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a 600-word document about why. This is me, this is what I've done, sort of thing. That went off to a judging panel. They put you down to a shortlist. And then you get interviewed. To then basically meet you, ask you certain questions and build an understanding, and then they go away and they sort of reflect and give you like what they basically pick you then as to whether you're good enough to be it or not.
Pretty cool.
Imagine if you can't interview either. You're like, I like meat.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's some of the challenge. Like, it was quite funny. We went down to the Farm Shop and Deli Awards. Some of the Welsh lads, we met up with some of our sponsors there. Yeah. And it was the Butcher Shop Awards. We were there watching the Butcher Shop Awards and things. And I had to drop off and do this interview and then come back. In an Apprentice of the Year interview. So
your mind was elsewhere, so to speak, in a way.
Yeah.
You very quickly had to sort of switch into that mode and sell yourself.
Yeah, maybe that was good. You were so casual, they were like, this guy's too cool.
Yeah. Like he does it for fashion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's done this before. That was very good. I wanted to get on to how you got into the industry.
Yeah.
Want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, happily. So I grew up with the butcher's son. So my best friend growing up, his dad had a butcher shop.
Right.
So we were always knocking about. He started off, like when I was old enough to remember, he used to live above the shop. So we would go over to his house and you would be above it and then in it and running through it into the gardens. And and then as that business grew, he moved out because his dad took the upstairs into an office and a bakery. And
oh, wow.
so it was like, I always had this like thing that I like working.
Yeah.
Work makes money. So I just kept saying to him, when can I have a job? I didn't think you're old enough. So literally the day I turned 13, I think it was.
Yeah.
I walked into his shop and I said, right, I'm old enough. He said, okay, here's an apron. There's a bucket, go start to clean it.
Yeah.
So that was indirectly how I got into it. And I went to college after school to study graphic design and photography.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, not butchering, nothing at all to do with it. Basically realised that I was shit.
That's what I'm
That's like graphic design.
All right, okay. Yeah.
I really was in the wrong course.
Oh. What makes you think that?
The fact that I could stand there and we were doing like the life drawing lesson and I was drawing BFG and then the person next to me was drawing Beyonce. So right, difference in talent, and it was just like, well, I've just not got that artistic flair with a pencil. And
right,
I said to my parents, like, I've got it wrong. I've got completely the wrong course. I shouldn't have done it. I wanted to quit college. want to take like a gap year. And then my plan was to go back and do A-levels, actual like academic A-levels.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was quite good at in school, was actual academic work. And they said, yeah, fine, that's what you want to do. But before you quit, you've got to have a job. So I went down to the butcher's shop and I said, can I have a job?
Yeah. Another one.
He said, start on Monday.
Wow.
So the gap year went from like 9 months to nearly 15 years.
That's a long gap year.
It's a long gap year.
Still going.
That's amazing. And you've just been like proper involved ever since.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Just so the first shop I was in, I started in the October. By the January, I don't know how exactly, I ended up as the only butcher in it. Running the complete butcher shop on my own. It's nothing to do with me, but that they closed.
Yeah.
It was like a business conflict going on between two partners that owned it, and they basically said, right, we'll shut it. But one of them, Mike, said, I've got a space in my shop in Wrexham for you if you want to carry on. I'll give you a counter. I want you to come and run the raw meat counter for me. Try and grow an actual butchery counter there. It was very much a delicatessen.
Yeah.
So, God, he was probably 80% cut meats and pies.
Oh,
Okay. That's a bit of a flip. A bit of a flip, isn't it? The raw meat was the
So
lesser.
12, 14 converted gammons at honey roast ham a week at one point. He was doing like serious volume of cut meats.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
that's good.
And then, so I got that so that there was actually a butchery trade. And then in the April 2011, he took over a shop in Overton-on-Dee just outside Wrexham, and he said, I want you now to go there and butcher that and grow that.
Nice.
Yeah, that worked. That's still going really well. I was there for 12 years. Just doing it 12 years. Well, making more or less making a loss by the time you paid my wage and things, to employing 6.
Brilliant.
Wow.
You love to hear that, don't you?
That's really good.
Strength to strength.
Yeah. And then different things happened last year, and it just became clear that I hadn't got any like long-term future there. So at that point, it was like, well, I've done America. I've come back on this huge high.
Yeah.
Hoping that I'd be able to take that over and like continue what I wanted to do.
Yeah, great.
And grow. And I was like, right. He basically said, right, you come to a dead end. You can go no further. So I just went, right, I'll just divert off and I'll find my own way. So by chance, I heard about this shop that I'm now at being founded. Through a couple of friends who said the butcher there, he's not really interested. He's had a few different things in his personal life over the last few years that have really worn him down. So maybe worth you, if you were ever interested in having your own shop, getting in touch with it. So I went really old school. I thought I'll write him a letter, send it by post.
Cool.
Hey, very cool. That was times.
Yeah. So that I sent that on like the Thursday, and on the following Monday, he was on the phone to me saying, if you're interested, come and see me.
Incredible.
Almost like it was written. You know, you feel like things just happen for a reason.
They definitely do happen. So I carried on working at Overton until October last year.
Yeah.
And I'd planned on taking December out. December and like early January out of working in shop, so that I could get my head into having my own business. So get as mentally prepared and everything, all the ducks lined up as such, so that when I got in there, everything was just smooth flowing. I fancy still being able to do a bit of cutting.
Yeah.
So I spoke to one of the Welsh lads, said, well, where I used to work, Edges in Hambridge, he might be after someone for Christmas. So gave Bruce a phone call and said, would you? He said, come down and see us. And he said, oh yeah, I'd happily be interested. We'll have to do a trial day, see if you fit in with the team. But he said, I could probably give you 10 days at Christmas if you want it.
That's enough, yeah.
Great. Sounds good. Left it at that. I think less than a week after I'd been to see him, he was on the phone to him. He said one of the lads has had to give his notice. He's had to finish. Yeah, he's got health issues and basically he couldn't stand on his feet anymore.
Yeah.
I'm at your butchering. Can I offer you a job?
Right.
So,
And you're like, oh.
yeah, done. I'm adding where I am. I'm ready for a break from it. To be honest, it was probably one of the best things I ever did.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
that block chat, getting to see, it was great seeing a different way of a shop working. Because otherwise it's quite one-dimensional all your life, you know, one way. Before you know it, you'll be running your shop that way. But I picked up so many different things. The lads, I didn't realise that sort of what had gone on in Overton had worn me down. Mentally was affecting me.
Yeah.
Until I left. And suddenly you're going back up again and you're feeling like, I didn't even realise I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. I literally walked into there on the first day and I was like, I can't remember about all the knife. It felt like it was a proper like.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know you're in it until you're outside of it in a way.
Yeah.
Grass is greener, baby.
Ant and I had this exact conversation on Monday.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's such a good bunch of lads. Great craft. You could literally take this out of each other 2 hours. And well,
yeah, proper like
proper, but like that.
Yeah,
you got that buzz again.
That's good. That's that heart and soul back on the block.
Yeah,
that's really good. I love that. Alrighty, Ben. Now we move on to the guest questions. Are you ready?
How's I gonna be?
I'm gonna be. All right. Question 1. Top of your bucket list.
Getting out to Australia and New Zealand.
Solid.
After WBC, I ended up hanging around with those lads a lot. It just made you want to get out there to see it right in the flesh.
Yeah.
No,
they're good.
Great answers.
Great answer, yeah. Plus, Australia's beautiful, man. Definitely spend as much time as possible out there. And same with New Zealand as well, mate. They're just gorgeous places.
Yeah, and there are definitely people that know how to party.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
we do.
Sacramento, the Welsh and the Australians can definitely party.
Yeah, of course we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely like to tie one on and keep the party going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Question 2. 3 people to invite to dinner, dead or alive, and why?
Gino D'Acampo. Because I just think there'd be so much character. The food talk could be amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Winston Churchill.
Wow.
That's good one.
That is a mind that I would love to just pick up. The man that get a country through a war and win it, then that's one you want to speak to.
Yeah, solid guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And complete curveball, I'd only go with Prince Philip.
Wow.
Oh.
Interesting.
I think getting him in a room with a semi-crazy Italian could be entertaining.
He was fairly eccentric as well, wasn't he, Prince Philip?
Yeah, massively eccentric. But at the same time, he's got eccentric but had a really clued up mind. So it'd be really interesting to be able to have a conversation with these sorts of people.
Yeah, great mix people. I like that.
Fucking hell. I've just been thrown off, mate. That's awesome. Each week they get fucking wilder and wilder now.
That's good.
Righty-o. Question 3. Where do you see the future of butchery going?
I think it's going to get harder.
Yeah.
A lot harder. I think those that can grit their teeth, can keep grafting, can keep doing what they want to do, and be like honest to themselves, will survive it, will grow from it. I think it will evolve, because I think people will realise that butchery and the link between butchering and farming is so important to the whole picture.
Yeah.
We're both farming and butchery are going to get a slating, how getting a slating, and are basically being forced into closing left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we've just got to roll our sleeves up, fight the battle back, and we'll come out the other side, and people will appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah. I think there'll be a harsh reality coming soon for people out of the industry.
I think people they don't appreciate food.
No.
They appreciate the cost of food.
Yeah.
The amount of hours and time and energy that goes into making food. We've had food too cheap for too long.
Agreed.
Yeah, 100%.
It's one thing that if the price of fuel goes up, we grumble about it, but we still put the nozzle in the car.
Yeah.
If we have to. When the price of food goes up, we'll go and try and find it cheaper somewhere else, which normally means that they've added something to it that's not good for you.
Yeah.
But I think good, honest, quality food will win out in the end, though.
I like that.
I fucking love that.
We gotta stick to our guns and fight the fight.
It's all too easy, I think, to slip into trying to compete with sheep and drop inequalities and things. If you've started off as a high, keep yourself there.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
And trust in it.
Yeah. Believe in what you're doing.
Yeah.
More people need to hear that. I totally agree, Ben. That's a really good answer.
I love that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Get me
Brilliant.
fired up now.
Yeah.
All right. Question 4. Death row meal, main starter, dessert, and what are you drinking?
Starter would be mixed platter of charcuteries.
Filthy. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then main, like a nice 14-hour smoked Boston butt. Barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And then just like a nice fresh salad to go with it.
Oh, yeah.
Crispy.
Dessert. It's just my all-time favourite mince pie.
Oh, a mince pie. I love a mince pie.
Yeah, I love a mince pie.
I cannot get enough. That's a brilliant one. Do we going to have any cream or brandy butter with that at all?
Double cream.
Oh, naughty. I love it.
Drink, I'd probably go for a nice ice cold Guinness.
My man. Love it.
Good choice. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Mince pie.
Mince pie.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on.
Come on, son.
Maybe it was that or a pavlova.
Equally as good.
Yeah. My grandma, my late grandma, God bless her, she just made such beautiful puddings. Every pudding was amazing. That.
Oh, mate.
So
good.
Pavlova now.
Yeah.
Oh, get me fired up again.
We'll have that as well.
Yeah, we'll have it all. Yeah. It's Ben's meal, but we'll keep it.
Yeah.
Rightio. Last question is a doozy. Are aliens real?
Yes,
Spot on.
absolutely.
Nice. Do you have any evidence to back that up at all?
Go on.
Well, we just started watching Parks and Spawn series 3,
Yep.
Yeah.
and if mushrooms come from space, then there's life out there.
It's true. I don't know. Mushrooms.
Apparently, mushrooms could come from space. So
This has just changed the course of my life.
Yeah.
They come from space. That's incredible.
Apparently, there's something, I can't remember the exact thing. There's something on there that it basically equates to that they could have come from space, like space dust off an asteroid. Some of the organism that makes a mushroom.
That's very cool. I have some research to do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. I love it.
Yeah. That's amazing. Aliens are real. You heard it here first. And yeah.
We got another one, ladies and gentlemen.
We do. Yeah. Then thank you so much for coming on and giving us your time, and we appreciate it. Keep fighting a good fight. And if you want to take this opportunity to plug and promote everything Ben Roberts.
Well, thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute honour. I'm Ben Roberts. Astley and Strattons Butchers is the business. We're on Facebook, Instagram. You can catch me personally, Benjamin the Butcher on Instagram. Yeah, been a blast.
Thank you so much, Ben. This has been incredible, giving us the insight and the laughs and, and telling us about the WBC. It's been remarkable. Your journey so far has been insane, and I love it.
I look forward to seeing more.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone listening. Mental health, men's and watching Men's Mental Health Month. Reach out to a friend, say hi, how are you? Just get in touch and tell them you love them.
Exactly right. And don't forget to get your balls, butts, and boobs checked as well, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see you on the Monday episode. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.